This is a DDAmanda video on Rainmaker Worldwide, stock symbol RAKR. Now this first came up on a scan. This is how we find all of these on 12/20 when she had this 9 factor right here. She's at 0018, which means that she traded 9 times what she normally trades. So we started looking at her, and there was one other thing. I mean, she didn't really move a lot here after this, up 20%, actually dropped a little bit. But the thing is, once you notice these, once these come up on a scan, you want to do your due diligence and find out why, okay? That's what DDAmanda is all about. So you got this 9 factor. Now, there was one other thing that happened. Well, let's just look at the summary real quick. So we push the summary button in DDAmanda, and we get we go to, it takes us to OTC markets automatically, and let's see what we got here. Okay, so Rainmaker Worldwide is headquartered in Petersburg, Ontario, Canada. Global leader, water technology sector. Okay, so these guys deal with water as a service. And they do 2 ways. There's 2 types they got here. Actually, air to water, which harvests fresh water from the humidity in the atmosphere, and then water, which transforms seawater or polluted water into drinking water. Okay, so that's what these guys are about. Now, there was one other thing that happened on 12/20 when she had this 9 factor, and this I think is what triggered it. So if you push the we have another program called AK Spy, okay, and this alerted that they filed an 8K on 12/20. So let's push the SEC button and go to the SEC. I gotta use a different browser on this. So let's look at their, and this is a good thing. They are filing on, they're filing with the SEC. So let me move this up a little bit and scroll down so you guys can see this. So here it is on 12/20, the same day she had that 9 factor, she files this 8K. So let's look at that. Alright, so the 8K for Rainmaker, and this is really good. She's an SEC filer. That's why she's current on OTC markets. OTC markets, they charge money to be listed with them. But if you are SEC current, which, this company is, they have to give you a current status, and you don't have to pay them any money, okay? Now, I've heard some talk that they want to go OTC QB. I don't know why they would want to do that. I mean, they're an SEC current filer, you know what I mean? But anyway, let's start reading this thing. Entered into an extension to the binding share purchase agreement with Miranda Environmental and Water Treatment Technologies. So they're going to acquire this, or actually merge, or whatever you want to call it, with this company, Miranda. Okay? So let's look at what Miranda is. By the way, AK Spy is really cool. It doesn't just alert you on, AK filings for everything. What it does is it works in real time, and it will hit the SEC site, and whenever there's an 8K that gets filed, it will actually read that 8K, I guess you could call it AI, and look for significant phrases, okay? And then if it finds one of these phrases in the 8K, then it sends you an alert, okay? And the phrase that triggered this alert was 100%. Okay, that's the phrase that triggered it. So if we go back here and read this, go back to the 8K, right here, it says acquire 100%. So whenever an AK says 100%, you'll get an alert. Okay, which usually means it's it's something significant because I mean, hundreds of AKs get filed. You don't want to read every one of them. Some guys do. They sit on that SEC site and look at every AK. But Jesus. So that's why AK Spy is so cool because it'll read them in real time. It'll send out an alert in about 38 seconds after it's filed, and it only sends alerts on, like merger or, you know, there's like 80 phrases that it looks for that are significant. Now, not all of those will lead to a run, of course, but, it certainly cuts down on the workflow. So anyway, you might want to check that out, AK Spy. Plus, you get DDAmanda with it for free. But the main advantage is you get an alert before everybody else. So you can get in quick. Oh, before we look at Miranda, let's look at these filings again, because I want to look at the 10Q. The 10Q gives you your financials, okay? And they just filed one on, December 8th. So let's look at this real quick. So here's your 10Q and quarterly report. At the bottom, at the top of every 10Q, it tells you how many shares are outstanding. Like right here, they got 487 million, which is kind of interesting because their authorized is 500 million. So their OS is maxed. They can't issue any new shares until they raise that authorized. But anyway, let's look at the financials. Now these are OTC Markets has zero for all this, for their revenues and everything. But let's check this out. Okay, the current assets is, not a lot, 31,000. Their liabilities are kind of significant. You got some notes here, and but you don't really need to worry about these until they become due. And I don't know what the due date is. So their assets liabilities aren't that great. But that's going to change here, and we'll get into that. On the revenues, this is interesting. The 3-month ended September 30th, 2030. They made, they had revenues of 78,000, and before that they had nothing. Okay, so this is a start. They just started to get revenues here. Of course, they're losing money on it. Loss from operations is 73,000. Because of expenses, God knows what. But here's another thing interesting. If you go back through, last year they lost 300,000. Okay, in the 3 months, the same period, and 600. So their losses have gone way down. You see that 600, 3. So their losses are way good. So they're on their way up. Okay, so I thought I'd cover that. And let's look at Miranda. You're gonna love this shit. Okay, let's look at Miranda. Okay, I gotta slide this around. Now this is a company. They're based in Turkey. Uh, they got a beautiful website. And one thing that bugs me on foreign companies, companies that are foreign, is a lot of times their verbiage and their grammar is like, what do you call that, Chinglish or whatever. These guys, this is very good English. I mean, this is from like, you go to Google or Apple, you're not going to find any grammatical errors. So I'm impressed with this. This is good English, okay. But what they do is they have wastewater treatment systems, okay, and pretty cool. We'll get into that, but look at some of their clients here. I mean, you got Chevron, BP, Robinsons, Marriott, Hilton, uh, you know, um, Exxon, Weston. I mean, these are big companies that are using their products. Okay, state-of-the-art packaged wastewater treatment systems. And I mean, look at these, all these machines they got. It's amazing. Also, let's see. Um, oh, this is pretty cool. They make treatment systems for like off-grid. I mean, most of their are they're big companies that they sell to. But look at these houses. Aren't these cool? These here's their unit. Oh, another thing they like to do is they say, a lot of people have waste treatment systems, water treatment systems, but they're ugly. And these things are beautiful. Look at that. They spend time on making them look good. You know what I mean? Which probably increases their sales. But I love these houses. These are all like earth based. Like look at this one. It's up inside a hill, which makes it very energy efficient. You know. Anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. Uh, what else here? Let's look at something else. Um, oh yeah, look at this. They are they're all over the map. They got systems installed everywhere. It says here, 6 continents, over 40 countries, and they got this little world map here where it shows where all these systems are installed all over the world. Ain't that cool? So this is quite a good company. I love this company. This is a good company. Um, Here's an example of the kind of money that you can save with their system as opposed, most of the time, you use water, you throw it away. But here's a comparison here. I don't know if you can read this. The numbers are kind of small, but which case study was this? I think it was, oh, here it is. This guy here. I think this is the one where they compare the costs. Okay, here we go, right here. So this is their past status. They were using 6,000 gallons a month or meters squared or something, and their costs were like $13,000 a month for water. Okay, but if they installed their system, the Miranda system, their costs reduced to only $1,000. Okay, so huge cost savings, and if you amortize this over 10 years, they had $810,000, which gets reduced to 68,000. Okay, so over 10 years they save almost $1 million. This is just this one resort. Okay, so that's Miranda, and this is who is going to join into RAKR, into RAKR. See if I got anything else here. Oh, they won an award. They won an award, a Design Turkey Award, which is kind of cool. So this is a really good company. So here's what's going to happen is on January 22nd, they are going to fly to Turkey and sign the papers. Turkey requires that. If you're going to have share stuff, you need to sign them in person. You can't, digi-sign. So that's Miranda. Oh, the other thing that's kind of cool is they have an office in the United States. Let's see here. Yeah, they got a USA office in Frisco, Texas. And then they got two places in Turkey. They got their office and their factory. Got phone numbers. Yeah, this is totally legit, guys. Okay, so that was Miranda, and let's get into the summary. Okay, let's look at the chart. Of course, you have your DDAmanda charts. This is, I think, a 30-day, and she started going up, but she's not really trading a lot of money. On Friday, she only traded 72 grand, $1,000. And then in Amanda, you can click on the chart and it'll change. Like here's your 90-day, and here's your in real time. This is what happened on Friday. But let's push the stock charts button in DDAmanda, and let's look at the chart. So you just push that button and a chart pops up. That's what's nice. You just push buttons. I mean, you push a news button, push a button over here, and it just pops up instantly. So this is your stock charts. So going back to November of last year, here's your golden cross right there, where your 50 crossed over the MA, the 200. And man, she just blew past all of it. She just blew past the 50 here. I mean, she was above it before and blew past the 200 and didn't even stop whistling, right? So you can see your 50 just, going up pretty hard. It dropped a little bit here, but uh, she's in blue sky, guys. This is called blue sky country up here, where there's no telling how high she'll go. Your MACD is, you know, parabolic almost. Shaken money flow is still a little negative, but it's on its way to positive, you know. So there's your chart. Your RSI is only, well, in DDAmanda you've got 5 days of RSI value right here. This is the last 5 days of RSI. 70 is what Friday was, and then Thursday, Wednesday, 5 days is 58. It's going up slowly. It's still, very mellow. And, you know, she hasn't really gotten notice. If you noticed, on social media, if this is our column for social media, and she's been at zero all this time. Well, back here, back in November, she hit 39, 35, 32. That's actually the 200-day high here, 41. But what I noticed is what happens with social media is when you bring up a stock. Like if I reload this, let me reload it. Okay, social media right here is zero, right? But then she goes out to iHub and gets the real social media, the current one. She is still zero on most read, but look at this. Breakout boards, number 5. And earlier, I think it was on Friday, she was number 1 on breakout boards. So what that means is more eyeballs. Okay, she's getting a lot more eyeballs. I mean, this trading dollars amount is pathetic. She isn't doing nothing. There's just a lot of room upwards here. Even though, I mean, you look at this, but even though when you start getting some real money in here, this is going to blow up. You know, this is not going to stay there. I mean, who knows where she could go? She could go to multi pennies. I anticipate her going to multi pennies. Peter Penny says his target was 2 cents, but I think she can do more, especially as we're approaching this January 22nd when they sign the documents. That's what drives stocks is anticipation. So we got 2 more weeks of anticipation of people noticing, and but let me get into the summary here. Okay, in conclusion, like I said, the dollars traded is still really low. I mean, this is nothing. Um, your market cap right now, it shows it in DDAmanda. You can't see it, but it's $1.9 million. That's your market cap on this. And, if you think about Miranda, my God, that must be at least, 20, $50 million dollar company. I don't know. So, plus, you're authorized down here. You can't see that either, but it's there. Your authorized is 500 million. Your OS, it also shows 500. So it's maxed. If I push this summary button here, summary, which takes us to OTC markets. Let's look at security details. Let's see what OTC markets has. Yeah, look at this. Shows 500 authorized, 499 max, baby. Maxed out. They cannot issue any more shares. Unrestricted 399, 4 500 million. That's your float. So there you go. Lots of room to go up, in my opinion. Um, and like I said, as we approach this January 22nd date, um, you know, lots of new eyeballs coming in, and I imagine when they see this, I mean, this is a no-brainer, really. They will buy, and the stock price will go up. Okay, guys, listen, thanks for watching, and have a good rest of the weekend. And I guess that's it. Onward and upward. Everybody that tries DDAmanda absolutely loves her. These are all unsolicited, by the way. We didn't even ask people. I love you guys. Yeah, I love the program. So worth it. Probably made 500K. This guy's up 30K. Having everything I need to research on one page is definite time saver. Single day, 1525 profit. 15K on my first DD. Look at this guy. I don't know what to think about this one, man. This guy says he made 30 million. Read this shit. I don't know. He sounds kind of legit. I fucking love DDAmanda. Your program is the best tool I've ever used in the last 21 years. It just goes on and on. Okay, if you trade stocks, or if you're even thinking about trading stocks, this is for you guys. This is what you need. This is DDAmanda. It's the #1 stock screener and scanner that's out there. And it uses both user input and AI to find and research winning stocks. And this is, it says right here, easy enough to use by total beginners. There's really no learning curve at all. You can be finding stocks within about 5 minutes after you log in. And it also has a lot of advanced features that are used by professional traders. Our mission is to help you make money by investing in stocks. That's the bottom line. That's what you want from something like this, Now, I use this all the time, and I've found some amazing runners. You've got here, look at this. They give you 1 hour of free one-on-one training and instant support. Having good support on a program is just so critical, I mean, here's their phone number right here. You can just call and text. They've got some testimonials here. I want to show you these because they're pretty amazing. I mean, look at this. This is what people think of her. I love you guys. Yeah, I love the program. This guy made 500K. This guy's up 30K. Everything I need to research. I wasn't even in Amanda one week, and he made 10,000 bucks. So these testimonials, it just goes on and on here. So anyway, they've got if you want to try, look at all these features. Dollars traded, 7 MA crossovers, all sorts of stuff. But they've got an $8 a day trial subscription, so you can check her out and see if you like her. And then some other subscription levels here. Anyway, I highly recommend this, guys, and do check it out and make some money.